as it is to cry.
All right. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the Fresh Perspective. The Fresh Perspective, where we really get in depth with the artist or the producer on their fresh perspective. It's always a pleasure. It's your host, JFresh, keeping it fresh with the partnership of 87.3 and Industry's Most Wanted. This guest that I have is completely family. I promise you. I'm just going to name a couple of situations. Look, Uniqua from Backyardigans. She was also Little Fantasia from the Fantasia Barrina story. The Young and the Restless. You were Anna Hamilton. Hope from August Rush. Look, the credits go on. It's just a lot of credits that we got going on. I don't want to name too many while I'm on here. My guest, Jamia Nash. Woo! Come on. Let's get some applause up in here. How you doing, family?
I'm good. I'm happy to be alive.
That's good.
Yes.
So we're really going to get into this really quickly. We're just going to go back just a couple of minutes. What was it like growing up in your hometown? And how exactly did you get into this kind of career?
Yeesh. I feel like that's a loaded question, but I got some answers for you.
Okay.
So I grew up around Cascade.
Ooh.
And if you want to take it further back, I was born in Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Come on, VA.
Something in the water, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad was in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally went to DC and stayed with my grandparents.
Wow.
For about another year.
Wow.
While he was doing that. And then we moved to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And I stayed with my grandparents there. And my mom worked at Ruby Tuesdays.
Wow.
And they had a flyer going on. It was at Gwinnett Place.
Wow.
Gwinnett Place Mall.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I used to work across from
right?
Gwinnett Place.
Really?
Yeah, I worked at the Red Lobster for a good minute.
Jesus. No, this was like the most lit place in the world.
Yeah.
But long story short, somebody dropped off a flyer for a talent search for the Apollo.
Oh.
And my mom took the flyer and she handed it to my dad and she was like, hey, this is what they gave me at the restaurant. Cool. Our daughter sings or tries to, I don't know. Maybe you should put her a part of this. And he was like, cool. And at the time, Fallin' by Alicia Keys was the most popular song. And that's all everyone knew.
Right.
That's all I knew. So, no, basically, my dad called the number that was on the flyer. And they're like, the deadline is a little bit like, it's past. And also, she can't sing that song because everybody at that time was singing that song. Every little girl in the world was singing Fallin' by Alicia Keys. We knew nothing about falling in and out of love, but we just knew the song. So basically my dad was like, look, can we just give it a try? And the lady was like, hold on 1 second, let me see. She's like, we have one spot open. We can put your daughter in there. All she knows is Fallin'. He was like, yeah, she's only 5. They're like, cool, come on down in the morning.
Okay.
So I got the fresh braids with the beads. I had the crop top, the sparkly jeans. I was ready. The next morning, I got the worst sinus infection in the world.
No.
I couldn't sing anything. Like, was hoarse, sneezing, coughing, you name it, sick as a dog.
No.
My dad was like, bro, what is going on? So I was like, I can do it. I promise. I told him, I was like, I got it. I can do this. He was like, okay, if you want to. Because honestly, I told my dad that I wanted to be famous after I watched Motown 25. When Michael Jackson moonwalked across that stage, it was a wrap. I was like, I'm going to go practice. I'm trying to be famous like that.
Look here.
So he was like, okay, you better practice. And so I went and I did that. So speeding up the story, basically we get there and there's teenagers, there's tweens, there's other little kids. They got instruments. They got tubas, trumpets, saxophones, drums, pianos. And I'm sitting here with my little pudgy stomach hanging over my jeans and my braids. And I'm like, this is all I got. Look, this is all I got. So take it or leave it. So I went up. There was 3 rounds. We were supposed to do 3 rounds, and I went on the first round. It was fairly easy. Still sick as a dog. So I made it to the second round. Still sick as a dog, and I was just singing, and I made it. There were some people. There were some good people on there too. I mean, great.
Wow.
And the result was $5,000 and flying you out to New York to perform at the Apollo Theater.
Wow.
That was the reward. So I get to the third round, and I'm like, look, we've been here all day. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. I'm antsy, but I'm like, look, the show must go on. We got to keep going. So I'm on the third and final round, and I'm with the teenagers that have been playing instruments since the day they were born, came out with a tuba. So the mom pushed out a tuba and a baby at the same time.
Lord have mercy.
So yeah. So I'm like, I don't know about this one. So my parents, we over here nervous. We had friends and family come out. So we're like, man, this would be embarrassing if I lost. And they came out to support. So they announced the third place winner. It was this one girl who was dancing and singing. She was really good. I thought she was good. I thought I was going to lose to her. Then we had the runner up. And it was a guy that was playing the piano, kind of like a young Stevie Wonder. Amazing. Right. And then they say first place. And they call my name.
Oh, snap.
I ended up winning first place. And I ended up getting the $5,000 and getting flown out to New York City for the Apollo. And I pretty much would like to say the rest was history, because after that, I met Suzanne DePass. DePass there.
Okay.
And after that, my career kind of just took off. It was movies, meeting up with producers and live performances. That was the biggest thing. That was what I was most known for, with live performances. And then I got on the TV show. So that's pretty much how my whole career started, honestly, and my upbringing.
Okay. Got you. Man, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. So I'm going to geek out for a little bit. I got to geek out.
Okay.
You were with Freddie Highmore.
Yeah.
Like, I know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I know what was the Peter Pan story that he had, Finding Neverland. Also the one where he's the doctor now. The new one. What was it like being with Freddie Highmore?
What y'all see on TV is how he is in real life.
Wow.
What y'all see on TV is how he is in real life. Wow. Such a great spirit, but also very quiet, a very quiet storm. Very smart. Within himself, retreats within himself, but for the most part, lovely person. Literally, such a joy working with him, and he cares about his craft. And watching him helped me care about my craft even more. So it was a joy working with him. So what y'all see is what y'all get, honestly, with him.
Oh, snap. You know, I kind of figured, like, watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I was like, this is him all day. But, you know, certain people can be that way. And the next thing you know, you see them you see them in real life, and they're like completely different. Like, I met Orlando Brown, completely different in person than he is on the TV. Like,
wow. No, yeah. And people have those things where they have this idea of a person, and then when they realize they're a human being, it's like, oh, you can either be surprised or you could be like let down. Either way, me personally, I try to make sure that I live up to what people think about me for the most part.
You've lived up to the hype for me.
Exactly, what y'all see.
You've definitely lived up to the hype for me.
Thank you, family. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so who is Jamia Nash now? Like, we've gone through the fame. We've gone through all of the situations of how you got started and everything. I really want to get into who Jamia Nash is now. There's a story of the transition period to who you are now to where you were back then.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people try to keep you in the box of what they've seen versus what they are, what they know, or what you show.
the crazy part about it is I can't even tell you who I am because I still feel like I'm looking for it. God will present that to me for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be like, let me go back to how I was when I was a kid. Well, baby, you're not a kid anymore. Bills are due.
Yeah.
Bills are due. You're getting older. It's hard to get out of bed now. You can't just jump out and land on the floor like you used to. You got to swing your legs over and be like, all right, knees, let's do this. we gotta do this. But for the most part, the things that I am finding out about myself is I am not tainted, but I am a little weathered. I got hit along the way by a few
Yeah.
trees, a few branches. And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel like I came out of a tornado and I just landed somewhere completely different, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to be okay with just letting things be exactly what it is. And
I got you.
embracing things. I never really embraced certain things. If it wasn't perfect, I wanted to throw the whole thing away. And it's like, I'm never going to be perfect. And I was willing to toss myself to the side because it's like, Jamaia, you're not perfect. Really? Oh no, we're done here. And it's like, no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah.
You being imperfect is perfect.
Ooh,
So
that is so good.
that's what I'm okay with.
That's
Okay with
so
it.
good because we as human beings, not to really get too deep, but we as human beings
Yeah.
are very imperfect. And so our imperfections are what make us perfect for whatever is coming up or whatever we see. So with that being said, what common misperception do people get from you?
Oh, you must have it all. You're just so happy. You must be rich. Nothing bad happened to you. You were on TV. I know you lying. Nothing bad happened to me because I was on TV.
Look, we found out from Bernie Mac's kids from the TV show that they got to go to OnlyFans for their income. So we know TV ain't all cracked up to what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. No judgments there because you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
We all take different routes and we have to find our own way. Like the show only lasts 30 minutes.
Exactly.
The show only lasts 30 minutes. What are we gonna do with the rest of those hours in the day? We gotta eat. People got kids. Me personally, I don't have a kid, but it's like I still got to take care of myself. I still got to make sure things are in order because representation is like a lot of people are going the independent route with a lot of things. So it's like that's where I'm at too. I'm independent. So there are times where I've gone into a studio and all the information wasn't correct and all the business wasn't done right, and it's like trial and error. And it's like I'm okay with messing up. Now, if I continue to mess up, then that's on me.
Yeah.
That is on me. Because it's like you can mess up if you want to, but to continue, that's not a mistake. You're just being a fool at this point. So yeah, the misconception is I'm happy and that nothing happens to me because I've been on TV. And if anything, because I've been on TV, a lot of things happen to me. So
Look, let's jump into voice acting, right? So you did voice acting for Backyardigans, right? How have you ever thought about going back into voice acting?
Absolutely. I would love to do that, like right now.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So you had a blast on it.
I had a blast. It was probably the best thing ever.
So were you like in a studio or did you do it at home? I know people are voice acting from home now. So were you actually in a studio with the other actors or were you just in a solo situation? How is that? Walk us through that.
Yeah. So basically I moved to New York for about 6 months because at the time I was doing the Backyardigans, I was doing August Rush as well. I went out for an audition for August Rush and I got the part right then and there. And they're like, well, we start filming in a few weeks. So they were like, instead of just being here for 2 or 3 weeks for the Backyardigans, you're going to be here for at least 6 months because you got to film a movie and you got to just get all these parts done for the Backyardigans. So I was doing the Backyardigans and that's where I ended up meeting Leon Thomas. He played Tyrone. So me and him got super, super close. I mean, we were the two black kids, two singing black kids on
Big shout out
the
to Leon
Backyardigans.
Thomas though.
Yes, that's big bro for sure. He's doing his thing. I'm super, super proud of him. Like I always knew he was gonna be something extraordinary, but this is beyond what I thought. So super
Yes.
proud. Um, Shout out to him because he's making great music. Great
Yes,
music
he.
in a world where we need it, and he's doing well at it
Mhm.
too. Um, so yeah, that's where I met him. So we would be there, we would be doing our schoolwork with the other kids. Like it was a whole functioning situation. Like you go in and do your part. All right. You step out and do your homework in this lobby area, they'll go in and do their parts. Like, and honestly, there was a guy directing, this is what you do. And this, like, he was standing in front of me as I'm singing. So we had to be on point, and I was the jokester in the crew, so I was always laughing or doing a bunch of runs. So sorry guys, I appreciate y'all dealing with me, but yeah, I was always over singing or doing something like that, but I enjoyed it. The process was really, really cool. And then after that, Rush, and so me and Leon would leave at the same time because he was on August Rush as well. So I don't know, I
So
was a
Leon was in
busy little
Backyardigans
lady.
as well.
Yes, Leon was doing the Backyardigans, the singing voice for Tyrone, and then we would leave set for the Backyardigans and go on set for August Rush, where he was playing the orphan with the guitar.
Bruh.
I know.
That's phenomenal. That's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
it's
Okay,
crazy.
okay. I have to ask one more question. This is me geeking out again. Did
You're
you get
good.
to meet Robin Williams?
The crazy part about it was that was not our first time meeting on the set of August Rush. I actually
Really?
did the surprise party for John Travolta, his 50th birthday party in Los Cabos, Mexico. I was flown out there to actually surprise him because he knew who I was. So they booked me for his surprise birthday party, and I sang and did a performance for him. And I met Robin Williams there. And Robin Williams was there, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're the cutest thing ever." And he literally picked me up off the stage and literally carried me around and was introducing me to everybody the whole night. Like, I have a whole picture of him holding me like like I'm his kid. And I
Yeah.
was just with him the whole night, honestly, just walking around with everybody, talking to everybody. I was the only kid there. But that was pretty much my life. Like I was around adults my whole entire life. And then
Yeah.
so seeing him on set, he was like, "This is full circle. I can't believe you're here." I'm like, "I can't believe you remember me." But hey, here we are.
Mm,
He was literally carrying me around the whole entire night of John Travolta's 50th birthday party. And then when years later, years later, I saw him on set and I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Robin, how you doing?" He was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "We're on the same movie." He was like, "Oh my gosh." He's like, "Small world." I'm like, "Very, very small." He was a joy to work with. And I honestly couldn't ask for a better person to work alongside with.
that means you met Terrence Howard.
Absolutely.
You met him, man. You met the
Yeah, I
man.
did. I was so excited. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so cool." And everybody was just a joy to work with. I have no bad stories about anyone.
That's beautiful. So you are the epitome of like child actor.
Oh Lord, really?
I mean, not like bad child actor, but like you're like child actor, right? Of course, as a kid, you're not really like thinking in this way, but like how careful do you have to be as a child actor with like, not being taken advantage of and stuff like that?
You have to have the right team. I
Mm,
honestly feel like you're just as strong as your team. And as a child, there's not too much speaking up you can do
wow.
unless unless you emancipate yourself, or you're just really that outspoken child and you do have a team that lets you speak for yourself. As far as for me, I did not speak up as much
Mm,
when there were some times where I wish I did. Um, and I won't give you the gritty details, but it's just some things, some things I could have stood up for myself
yeah.
in. So it didn't affect me later on in life because a lot of things did. Things that went when I was younger. I'm taken back by it now, and I'm just like, I wish I would have said something.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish
we
I
all
would have
make
said something.
mistakes. We all make mistakes.
For sure.
It's just a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of life. So
Yeah.
you're going on tour.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so I am doing background vocals for the Madison Ryan Ward.
Mm,
She is phenomenal. She is, when I tell you, the most down to earth, amazing, phenomenal, dopest singer I've ever met in my life. She's a little too humble. Sometimes I'll be like, girl, you are that girl. But I love her spirit just because it's always in a sense of, it's like the work is not done.
yeah.
The work is not done, and we can only go up from here. And it's like just so supportive. And we've had a couple interactions for all of this before she asked me to be a background vocalist for her. So I got to know who she is, and I'm gonna just be spending a lot more time with her on the road. And everyone else,
Mm,
I'm super excited to meet the rest of the crew. I'm actually gonna be on my way to Nashville on Tuesday to start
wow.
rehearsals. So I'm super excited about that. A little nervous, but I think I'm more so a little bit nervous because it is becoming surreal, and I just want things to be right, and
Yeah.
I want to do my very best and support her the best way that I can.
Understood. Definitely understood.
Yeah.
What style of music is it? I'm not too
So
familiar with her.
yeah, so it's gospel contemporary. It's clean. It's clean music, but it also makes you feel good, like some R&B elements into the into her artistry. But she has those gospel songs too that just take you there. So
Mm,
I I genuinely feel like this is going to be a well-rounded tour for sure. She's a
that's
well-rounded
great.
artist, so it makes sense.
Do you know how many places that you're going to, or is it just one specific area in different cities?
So I can't disclose all of the locations, but I do know there is a East Coast leg and a West Coast leg.
Got you. Got you. Okay.
So that's
Okay.
so we're gonna be going. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely know how tour life is, and I know it's exciting to just be
Oh yeah,
immersed in tour life and just being there, being present. So that's
absolutely.
awesome and amazing. Your last project was Simply Jamaia,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
amazing, by the way. I think I told you this in the studio session that we had. My
Yes.
two favorite songs are Misunderstood and Questions.
Uh-huh.
Still to this day, two of my favorite
Really.
songs. Yes. So when are we going to get another project? First off, inquiring minds would like to know. And
Ooh,
what do
wee.
you want it to convey? Because I feel like the last project you were trying to just convey, hey, I'm just simply a person. Like, I'm not who you think I am. I'm just simply
Yeah.
this person. So what is this next project going to convey?
Um. So the project is going to be very very soon. Hopefully at the top of the year, I have something for you guys. Um. But also, what I wanted to convey is that it would be so with Simply Jamaia. I genuinely was just trying to figure out who Jamaia is.
Mm,
And that's why Misunderstood was the first song, because that's exactly how I felt. It's like I was coming out
wow.
of being governed my whole entire career and having people, just we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. And I didn't have any way of saying, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be gone from my house and my family for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months and have to relearn everybody all over again when I get back. I don't want to do that.
Mm,
But because people would say, you have a calling in your life, it's like, cool. I guess this calling on my life means I can't really say no to anything. But
wow. Wow,
this
that's
next
so deep.
project is, yeah, this next project would definitely be coming from a place of, I can say no and still be cool with
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
I can say no and still be cool
Yeah.
with that. I make my own decisions here. I'm an adult, and this is how it's going to go.
That's so important because you can get lost in the sauce of a calling, right? where
Yeah.
people tell you, I mean, me in particular, I have so many talents and so many gifts. So you can get lost in the sauce of this is the calling on your life and you need to continue this calling for whatever the purposes is. So you need to take these opportunities, and sometimes you have to find you within the calling,
Mm-hmm.
because you can get lost
Yes.
within the calling itself and not
Yeah.
know who you are. And so you become the calling instead of you conveying the calling.
Yeah, and it sounds bad. I'm gonna be honest, it sounds bad what I'm gonna say, but it always felt like the devil and God were playing telephone with me in between.
Woo!
And it really felt that way. Because it's like what
Mm,
you're saying, God, is not what the devil is saying. The devil is saying, yeah, you're anointed, but this is how you're living. Yeah, you're not making
mm,
as much money. Oh, you're about to get evicted. Even though you just graced this stage over
mm.
here, you're still about to get kicked out. So are you that amazing? And so it's
Woo!
like I feel like I'm just like hello, hello, and it's still ringing, and it's like no one's answering here. Like this calling is pretty costly. Like it's like what's it for? Because I'm watching people live a normal life, and it looks a lot easier than what I'm doing. So sometimes I
And that's
opted
so good.
for that. But I realized that I was never meant to have a normal life. I was never meant to have a
Mm.
normal life.
How do you come to
And
terms with that?
it's it saddens me sometimes because sometimes I feel like I'm a stepping stool. Like when am I
Ooh,
going to get up? Like when am I going to be able to get up and stand up and be like, "Hey,
yeah.
actually, I'm done doing this. I'm done doing this." Because I'm a stepping stool, everybody gets over the fence. And then when I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "All right, cool, everybody's good, everybody's over the fence," they all running. It's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, is somebody going to pull me up? Like what's going on
Yeah.
here?" But what I don't want to do is give life to something like that only because I've done that before and it's
Yeah.
made me a different person. So I look at everybody with a certain lens and it's like you're so close up on your pain that you can't seem to realize that the surrounding area is actually going to help you heal this small little wound on your knee. Like it's
Ooh.
like your whole knee is not infected. The skin around it is great.
You
So that
preaching.
skin can come and enclose over that infected wound. But now it's like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna stab up the rest of it. I'm gonna stab up the rest of my knee because it needs to match this pain that I'm up close
Mm,
on.
mm.
And it's like, nah, bro, like zoom out. Please zoom out. Because you're
Woo.
missing all the good stuff around it.
Yeah. It's crazy how we can be closed inside that one box. Like we
Absolutely.
can, like I know me personally, just being able to be a producer and be all these specific things, and then working in the church, you can almost feel like you're a rug. Like people literally walk all over you and use you for this and use you for this talents and use this. And then the second you say no, it's like your whole connection just says goodbye. And like
Absolutely.
you can get stuck in that, oh well, if I say yes to everything,
Mm-hmm.
that's when everything is going to work in my favor. But as soon as I say no, it's like I won't have the jobs I need, I won't have this I need, I won't have that I need.
Absolutely.
So then it's kind of just like, well, who am I? And that's
Exactly.
ooh geez, that is so good. That is
Yeah,
so
I
good.
lost myself for
You
sure.
you're speaking to me because that's literally
Yeah.
how I've felt. Like this is, I'm in a transition period right
Yeah.
now to where it's like I used to be every day at the church doing this, every day at the studio doing this every day, and this year
Mm-hmm.
is the first year that I chose me.
Yeah.
And so it's like I have more time, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not as busy as the other ones. And so like my mind is like, oh, we got to keep doing stuff. But it's like I'm choosing me this year. So just to find out, okay, how can I do things myself? And how can
Yeah.
I let the gift work for me instead of everyone else?
Absolutely. And I think the transitioning period that we're all in, because I really feel like everybody is trying to find who they are now, and we're all in our heads, and sometimes we have to step out of our heads and get into the world and really see what's around us. Because for me, I didn't realize that I'm going full throttle for other people and staying up late and trying to make people's dreams come true, but I have no energy for my stuff.
Jesus.
I have no energy for my stuff. So it's like, and then I'll sit there and complain about, oh man, my life isn't going to. Your life is what you make it.
Yeah.
Look, this is some Hannah Montana. Life's what you make it. Okay, like it is that. Like every single day, I'm like, I want to help other people, but I have to pour into myself first.
Shee.
I have to. I can't teach somebody how to tie their shoes, brush their teeth, get ready in the morning if I've never done that myself.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to do that first before I go and teach somebody else that. So it's like, what is it? When we start putting limitations on ourselves, when we start realizing that people are not liking how much we are as people. Other people be like, oh yeah, you're doing a lot. For who? For who?
Right.
You're not doing enough.
Exactly.
How about that? So it's like you got to step back from it. I feel like my whole thing is I'm zooming out for the rest of this year and moving forward in my life. I'm zooming out because I've been like this on everything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to zoom out, and it's like, look at the bigger picture, please. Because the
Yeah.
more you're zooming in on this, it's like, ooh, that looks nasty. It does. But if you zoom out, it's like, oh, that little thing. Man,
Right.
you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Right. Sheesh. Okay, so we're gonna do a little game.
Yay!
This is a great game. All right.
Yes.
This
Okay.
game is called This or That. All right.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. Barbecue or seafood?
Seafood.
Okay. Singing background or singing lead?
Whoo. Man, you going for the jugular with this one? Since I'm about to do it, singing background.
Okay. I've heard that from a lot of people, so I understand.
Yes.
Performing or songwriting?
Songwriting.
Okay. Bowling or basketball?
Bowling.
Ooh, Atlanta or LA?
Atlanta.
Okay. Atlanta or Virginia?
Atlanta.
All right. Airplane or car?
Car.
All right. Would you make a record one record that tells your life story, or would you make 20 records that tell pieces of a story?
I'm such a fan of Trapped in the Closet, so I'm going to have to do 20.
Ooh. The fact that you pulled that out lets me know where your head is when it comes to songwriting.
I'm a storyteller. I need bits and pieces.
Oh my gosh, that was so genius.
Ugh.
And then the music video portions of it is so genius. Exactly.
Come on.
Man, whoever Robert is, I'm glad he locked up. But R. Kelly, bring him back.
Please. Oh my gosh, diabolical.
Coaching or performing? Because I know you're a vocal coach. Coaching or performing?
Performing.
Ooh. Okay. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. As you can see, I agree. Okay, last question. Writing for Michael Jackson or writing for yourself?
Writing for myself.
Ooh. That was good. I know that one was tough. Because me personally, I'd probably be like, hold on, I'm gonna write for Michael.
He's in his own category. I would lose my mind. I would need him to come in. I would need reinforcements from him to come write for me.
Exactly. So. Okay, so vocal coaching. That's
Yeah.
the endeavor that you're in right now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What other business ventures do you have?
To be honest with you, I don't really know what I would want to tap into after this, only because I just haven't gotten there yet. I don't think for an out. Because that's how I see it sometimes. It's like, oh, this is getting boring, or this is not what I thought it was going to be. So let me find something else to get into. I fully throw myself into the things that I'm in. So if I'm songwriting, I'm songwriting. This background, I'm doing the background, and I like to be a woman of many hats. So me personally, I don't know. I do want to be a very successful businesswoman, whether that be having a label, having something where people can learn how to become managers and be successful managers. And it's like I'm just over all these managers that have other talents, or starting a school of my own where less fortunate kids can, be picked up from a school, and they have the talents to be singers, dancers, engineers, vocal producers, anything like that. Less fortunate kids who don't have the funds, prestigious school, or sit with a vocal coach for $100 an hour. That's not something that their parents can afford. You can come to the school and learn that, and I'll bring in some reinforcements, or they'll get a scholarship or a grant, or they can just pay it later. But I want multiple kids to be able to come to the school and get all that they need without having to stress about money.
Man, that's a dream. That's a good dream. That's a good dream. I really hope that dream comes forward and comes to fruition. I mean, you are an amazing person. You family. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I speak it. It's gonna happen. Yeah. So, all right. Tell us your Instagram information or your socials, so that way whoever's watching this can actually follow you.
Yes, so my Instagram is Jamia Nash Official, all together. And also my TikTok is the same, Jamia Nash Official. I'm on those two things the most. So if you guys want to follow me on there, please, I would be honored to have you guys just following behind what I'm doing, watching my content. Also, if you're interested in getting coaching with me, even while I'm on tour, I will be making time for my students as well to teach them and coach them. So the link is in the bio for you to book a session, consultation. And guys, if you book a consultation, it doesn't mean you have to do a session. It's just here for guidance. Whatever you need to know, any questions you may have, you can ask away. I'm there.
Proud student right here. I promise you, these sessions are actually really, really good. Like this isn't like, because I've done vocal coaching with somebody before, and the night and day difference is there. Like she actually conforms it to, not necessarily conforms, but like make sure that you have a personalized technique, make sure that you have a personalized situation, so that way whenever you go ahead to sing, it's tailored to your voice and you're not getting the same coaching that somebody else is getting. So definitely hit her up.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. This was so much fun.
Yes, this definitely is. We definitely got to do it in person soon.
Yes, please. We definitely do, because I hate it here. Why are we not doing it?
It's all good. I know you're busy. I know you're on tour. So everybody, this has been the Fresh Perspective. I so appreciate each and everybody for tuning in on the radio station 87.3 and also tuning in right here on YouTube. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.